Hey guys, this is Andeep Chitra. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first and foremost video here in front of you to teach this amazing chapter, real numbers of class 10 NCERT. So let's begin our chapter. My procedure of teaching will be, I will teach complete theory and solved examples of a chapter in 4 to 5 videos. After completing that part, I will go for exercise questions of each chapter, and you have to do exercise problems of each section as assignment after completing a video. This process will definitely boost up your marks in your board exams. So let's start our chapter, real numbers. Our today's topic is Euclid's division algorithm. The topics of real numbers are Euclid's division lemma, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, revisiting irrational numbers, revisiting rational numbers, and the decimal expansions. So we are learning numbers from our childhood. So let's discuss briefly about numbers. Numbers are of two types: real numbers and imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers are those numbers which are in the form of x plus iota y, where I is iota. All this stuff will be learned in your IA classes, so leave this topic. Let's focus on real numbers. Real numbers are those numbers which are represented on the number line. Any number which is represented on the number line is known as real number. Real numbers are of two types: irrational numbers and rational numbers. Rational numbers are those numbers which are in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. Irrational numbers are those numbers which are not in the form of p by q. Example is pi value. Pi is 3.14, so it is not in the form of p by q. So rational numbers are furtherly classified into two types: fractions and integers. Fraction is in the form of p by q, like of 2 by 3. All these numbers are fractions. Fractions are furtherly classified into two types: proper fractions and improper fractions. Proper fractions are those numbers which are in the form of p by q, where numerator is less than denominator. Example is these numbers of 2 by 3, where numerator is less than denominator. And improper fractions are those numbers which are in the form of p by q and numerator is greater than denominator. Example is 5 by 3, 7 by 6. These numbers are the examples of improper fractions, where numerator is greater than denominator. Integers are of three types: positive numbers, 0, and negative numbers. So let's come back to the slide. Numbers are of two types: real numbers and imaginary numbers. Real numbers are of two types: irrational numbers and rational numbers. Rational numbers are of two types: fractions and integers. And finally, fractions are of two types: proper fractions and improper fractions. Integers are of three types: positive numbers, negative numbers, 0. I hope you got an idea about the concept of numbers. So let's move on. We begin our chapter with two important positive integers, namely Euclid's division algorithm and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic will be taught in the next class. Now let's discuss Euclid's division algorithm. Euclid's division algorithm, as the name suggests, it deals with the divisibility of integers. Euclid's division algorithm says that any positive integer a can be divided by another positive integer b in such a way that it leaves a remainder r that is smaller than b. So let's take here is dividend. Let's change the color. Here a is dividend and b is divisor and r is remainder. So every positive integer a can be divided by another positive integer b in such a way that it leaves a remainder r that is smaller than b. So I will explain this with an example. So if 13 is divided by 2, it goes to 6 times 1 is the remainder. Remainder is 1 and divisor is 2. 1 is always less than 2, so remainder is always less than divisor. So let us take one more example. 17 and 6 be the two numbers. 17 and 6. 6, 17. 2 ja 12. 5 is the remainder. 5 is always less than 6, so remainder is always less than divisor. This is the brief idea about Euclid's division algorithm. So in general, for each pair of positive integers a and b, we have found whole numbers q and r satisfying the relation a is equal to bq plus r. So for every pair of integers a and b, we found a relation a is equal to bq plus r. It is in the format dividend is equal to divisor plus into coefficient plus remainder, where the range of r will be 0 less than or equal to r less than b. Here b is divisor. So the above statement is known as Euclid's division lemma. This is your theorem number 1 in your NCERT. So the difference between the algorithm and lemma. An algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problem. An algorithm does not have any kind of proof, but by following the steps we get a final correct answer. We do not have any kind of proof for this algorithm, but by following the steps we will arrive at a final answer. Lemma is a proven statement used for proving another statement. So Euclid's division algorithm has many applications, but the main use is to obtain the HCF of two positive integers. These two positive integers are large numbers, because for small numbers we have a normal process of HCF. So for larger numbers we use Euclid's division algorithm, because by solving those problems by normal method it is too long. So we use Euclid's division algorithm to minimize our calculations. Say C and D with C greater than D, follow the steps below. So I will explain this Euclid's division algorithm with an example. So we use this Euclid's division algorithm to minimize our calculations, as the calculations of normal HCF process is too long. Find the HCF of the integers 455 and 42. Step 1 is to determine among those two numbers which is large. So 455 is bigger than 42. So we have to divide 455 with 42. 1 ja 42, 3, 5, we cannot. So here dividend is 455, divisor is 42 and quotient is 10 plus remainder is 35. Here we did not get here remainder is 35. We have to solve this Euclid's division lemma until we get remainder as 0. Here remainder is not equal to 0, so we have to do one more step by using Euclid's division of lemma by considering divisor as dividend and remainder as divisor. So 42 is equal to 35. 35, 42, 1 ja 35, 7 is the remainder. Coefficient is 1, remainder is 7. So here 7 is the remainder. We have to do the Euclid's division lemma until we get 0 as remainder. So by so the next step is we have to consider 35 as dividend and 7 as divisor. So we get 5 as coefficient and 0 as remainder. Here we arrived at 0 as remainder. So in this step 7 is the divisor. So it becomes the HCF of the two numbers 455 and 42. I hope you understand the process. So let's come back to the slide. Step 1 is apply Euclid's division lemma to C and D. So we find whole numbers Q and R such that C is equal to DQ plus R, where R range is 0 less than R less than D. If R is equal to 0, the divisor will become the HCF of the two numbers C and D. If R is not equal to 0, apply division lemma to D and R, which are divisor is considered as dividend and remainder is considered as divisor. Continue the process till the remainder is 0. The divisor at that stage will become the required HCF. This algorithm works because C is equal to DQ plus R. The HCF of C and D is same as the HCF of D and R. So let's solve some solved examples of NCERT. So let us consider this problem. Use Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF of 4052 and 12576. Step 1 is we have to determine which is the largest number. 12576 is larger than 4052. We have to divide 12576 with 4052. Here we get a coefficient as 3 and remainder as 420. Here remainder is not equal to 0. We have to apply Euclid's division lemma until we get remainder as 0. So by following the Euclid's division lemma, we arrive at the final step. Here 24 is divided with 4. We get 6 as coefficient and 0 as remainder. Here we arrived at 0 as the remainder. So in this case 4 will be the divisor, will be the HCF of the two numbers. So the HCF of 4052 and 12576 will be 4, because the divisor is 4. Divisor is 4 at the last step. So remainder has become 0. So the procedure stops. Since the divisor at the stage is 4, the HCF of 12576 and 4052 is 4. So this is the process. Show that every even integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1, where q is some integer. So let's solve this problem. Let a be any positive integer and b is equal to 2. By applying Euclid's division lemma, we get a as 2q plus r, where 2 is the divisor. So the range of r will be 0 less than r less than 2. So the values of r will be 0 is included and 2 is excluded. 0, 1. These r values are 0 and 1. uh, by applying the values of r in this equation, a is equal to 2q and 2q plus 1. Since it is a multiple of 2, it is even. Since it is a multiple of it is not a multiple of 2, and even plus 1 is odd. So even integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. The same solution is given here. If you want, you can pause and watch this. So let's solve another example. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 and or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer. Let us consider a as some positive integer, b is equal to 4. By applying Euclid's division lemma, a is equal to 4q plus r, where the values of r will be 0 less than r less than 4. 0 is included and 4 is excluded, so values of r will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Put the values in this equation. A is equal to 4q plus 1, 4q plus 2 and 4q plus 3. Since these two values are the multiples of 2, these two values will become even. These two values are even plus odd multiples, so even plus odd terms, sorry. So these two terms will become odd. So the positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. So let's the same solution is given here. So let's solve one more example. A sweet seller has 420 Kaju Barfis and 130 Badam Barfis. She stacked them in such a way that each stack has the same number, and they take least area of the tray. What is the number of Barfis that can be placed in each stack for this purpose? This can be done by trial and error method, but to do it systematically, HCF of 420 and 130 can be considered. Then this number will be given maximum number of Barfis stack, and the number of stacks will be the least. The area will be the least. So by dividing 420 with 130, we get 3 as coefficient, 3, 0, 9, 3. We get 30 as a remainder. Here remainder is not equal to 0, so we have to apply Euclid's division lemma one more time by considering the divisor as dividend and the remainder as divisor. 4 ja 120. Here remainder is not equal to 0, so we have to apply Euclid's division lemma one more time. Here we arrived at remainder as 0. So in this step, the divisor will be the required HCF of the two numbers. That is 420 and 130. I hope you understand the process. So the assignment for this video is solve exercise 1.1. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. I will teach class 10th complete wait for further videos. Bye bye, take care, see you in the next video.